Congress is expected to send a massive $1.9 trillion stimulus bill to the president's desk as soon as tomorrow. It should help businesses, schools, mayors, and people behind on their bills. But landlords say Congress needs to help them too. As our Joe St. George tells us, landlords say they are tired of being forgotten.
If there's one profession you may not think about or even have that much compassion for,
I'm a landlord.
It's Chuck Burt's job, where he's no stranger to the occasional ridicule and maintenance.
Most small landlords either do their own or they hire a handyman.
But he says you should at least take a second to hear his story. He makes the case that throughout the pandemic, landlords like him have struggled. He isn't part of a big corporation or owner of a complex with hundreds of units. He owns a few small family homes around Orlando and says most landlords are just like him.
If your residents can't pay, then that puts you in a problem. And unfortunately, we have been sort of the forgotten entity in this.
Nationwide, about 12 million Americans have struggled to pay rent this pandemic. Various nationwide eviction moratoriums have been in place since last March. Chuck says that has meant many small landlords haven't been collecting rent.
We've gotten no help with no relief from taxes, property taxes, no relief from insurance, no relief from any of our other obligations as far as maintenance. If the air conditioner breaks, I'm still expected to come take care of it.
But it's not just landlords anxiously awaiting the passage of this stimulus bill. Renters are as well, and help is on the way.
The new stimulus bill includes $20 billion worth of renters assistance. That's in addition to the $25 billion Congress passed back in December. The money is administered by local governments and handed out to landlords and renters. While Chuck likes those facts, he says the biggest issue right now remains the inability to evict. He says some residents who could pay are taking advantage of the ban.
If they don't pay their power bill now, they get their power shut off. If they don't pay the water bill, they get their water shut off. If they don't pay for other services, but we're the one service that they can get away with not paying for.
Well, Chuck knows all of this sounds a bit harsh. He says that's the reality thousands of small landlords are facing, arguing not every landlord is a millionaire.
The average landlord only makes a couple $100 a unit per month.
In Winter Park, Florida, I'm Joe St. George.